when Michael shoot over here, I position myself right there. Now I hit the rim, it's boom, click and go back this way, boom, here, click and go that way.
How Josh plays with so much energy.
Mike Max, baby.
Play after play after play after play, Josh Hart does what almost no one in NBA history has done, which is rebounds like an elite big man as a 6'4" guard. And when I say he rebounds like an elite big man, so far in these playoffs, through 8 games, he has recorded 13 or more rebounds in 6 of them. He's currently 4th in rebounds per game, behind only Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, and Jarrett Allen. And he's 5th in offensive rebounds, behind only Jonas Valanciunas, Mitchell Robinson, Jarrett Allen, and Larry Nance Jr. You are looking at one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history, and he's a major reason the Knicks are on the brink of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because outside of rebounding at an all-time great level, which we will talk about, Josh Hart has legitimately been playing at an all-star level throughout these playoffs, averaging 18, 13, and 5 a game. And just to put that into perspective, there are 3 other players in the playoffs averaging at least 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, and Jason Tatum. All 3 were MVP candidates, and then there's Josh Hart, who, let's be honest, we all know is the best of them all. I mean, I don't see those other 3 guys making plays like this. He gets the ball in the middle of the floor, and look at the immediate reaction after he misses the floater, jumping in to swipe the ball away from Reed before diving on the floor and saving it. And I want you to look at the time and score. You see that kind of effort from players with 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, but not when your team is leading by 20 points in the first quarter. And this right here is what makes Josh Hart special. Every play at every point in the game is treated the exact same way, which is already a rarity, but it becomes a superhuman effort when you consider he is currently playing the most minutes per game of any player in the playoffs since LeBron James in 2005. Yet he continues to make plays like this. He gets the ball kicked out to him at the 3-point line. He drives, draws the defense, and kicks it to DiVincenzo. And watch him off the miss, outmuscle Harris before then getting a hand to tip it away from Payne and then managing to save it before it goes out of bounds. Or on this play where he gives the ball to Brunson to work, and look at him time his run just for when the ball leaves Brunson's fingertips, snagging it with one hand and in one motion kicking it out to DiVincenzo, who misses the 3, but Josh isn't done as he then secures another offensive board off the OG tip. It's a rare combination of physical traits like strength and athleticism mixed with every possible intangible, which includes the know-how to time your run and then just a willingness to crash the boards every single time. These are all just offensively as well. Hart works just as hard on the defensive glass to ensure teams don't get the same second chance opportunities the Knicks get. And one thing about Josh is he will scrap for every single extra possession. It's not just about the clean offensive rebounds where he skies over a defender to pluck the ball out of the air. It's just a willingness to get the ball to a teammate at all costs. Look at him here against the Pacers, where he tips it once out of Turner's hands and then again before finally smacking it out of Siakam's hands as the Knicks recover it. 2 guys who are more than half a foot taller than him, by the way. He's out hustling. And as of right now, he's currently averaging the 2nd most boards per game by a guard in playoff history. And just to reiterate how crazy it is, just look at some of those names on the list. Luka, LeBron, Ben Simmons, all of these guys are 6'8" and above. There's no reason for Josh Hart to be this good at rebounding the ball. We are really looking at a smaller version of Dennis Rodman. Now, one thing's for sure, Dennis Rodman was never able to shoot like this.
Swing, Hart, he connects, huge 3!
And this has been absolutely insane to watch. When Josh Hart started these playoffs, the Philadelphia 76ers game plan was to let him shoot. Out of all the players in the Knicks rotation, he was the one guy they were willing to completely sag off and let shoot. Well, he took that personally because he's currently 9th in the playoffs for total threes made, shooting 44%, which is higher than almost everyone on that list, which has included him making some of the craziest three-point shots of his entire career.
Shot clock at 4. Hart fakes. Hart tries another three-pointer. Oh, it's good! Knocks down another! Hart, pull up three. Okay!
Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about Hart's rebounding, his defense, his hustle, even how surprising his three-point shot has been, but more people need to mention his playmaking, which is some of the most fun playmaking you could watch, because it's just pure chaos. Look at him here in transition, see a bit of an opening, and put his head down before Siakam helps over, so he throws a behind-the-back pass out to OG for the three, and this is absolutely Hart's specialty. The Knicks often look to get him the ball in transition if he's not already grabbing the rebound himself, allowing him to push the pace and find open shooters, like here for Brunson. And this is obviously so effective because if the defense doesn't collapse on him in the paint, he's great at using his size and strength to finish at the rim consistently. It's not just in transition either. Look at him get the swing pass from DiVincenzo and immediately he looks to attack. But he has the ability to hang in the air, wrapping the pass around Turner for the Hardenstein floater. Or how about this pass?
Here for Hart. 7 to shoot. Boy, what a bounce, DiVincenzo!
That's one of the best dimes of the playoffs so far, and that's coming from someone who has more hustle than anyone on the court. And that play also demonstrates why Hart's playmaking is so important for the Knicks, because he doesn't need to dominate the ball to make an impact. He makes all of these plays within the flow of the offense. This is why the Knicks have such a great formula right now, because Brunson is exceptional, and every other supporting player are so good at making decisions within the offense when the ball reaches them. They don't care if they take 3 shots or 15. Their defensive effort doesn't change, and their readiness doesn't either. Let's also not overlook the fact he's scoring nearly 20 points a game, with some of those points being a result of really hot shooting, but he's also been a monster in transition as a scorer. Just look at him here off the inbound, go straight to the rim, blowing past Toppin and finishing around Jackson at the rim. This has been consistent all throughout the postseason where he's looking to attack in transition. Like I said, he can dime, but he can also get downhill and finish through contact, using his frame to look like a not quite as explosive or coordinated Russell Westbrook at times. And it's particularly important for this Knicks team that he does this because it takes the pressure off Jalen Brunson to create everything for them in a half-court setting. He's also really good at attacking the space teams present him off the catch, using his physicality to get downhill and then finishing with either hand through contact. This is what the playoffs are all about. And if you want to hear more talk about Josh Hart and the rest of the playoffs, consider subscribing. It's free. Either way, have a great day. Bye.